Diminished. I'm in the hood every day, and I stay fresh. Got them dickies on, still got them dickies on. Got them dickies on, still got them. Dickies. I hit the mall every day, and I stay fresh. Got them dickies on, still got them dickies on. Got them dickies on, still got them dickies on.
PMC bitch, got my dickies on, ho. Keep a Chrome 44 and a bumper full of snow. Got red dickies, white dickies, orange dickies too. And I even got the blooper when I represent for Screw. Nigga, I've been wearing khakis since before that shit was cool. Fucking with John Johnson wearing dickies to the school. With the Cortez tracks and call them gangsta knots. Way before I had a record, I was rocking the mic. Got a pocket full of stone, nigga. Call me Sweet Joan, nigga. Your gal love me, she can't leave my dick alone, nigga. Cause she's a carnivore. Take the leash off the bitch, cause she's a real live whore.
Dickies. I'm in the hood every day, and I stay fresh. Got them dickies on, still got them dickies on. Got them dickies on, still got them. Dickies. I hit the mall every day, and I stay fresh. Got them dickies on, still got them dickies on. Got them dickies on, still got them dickies
It's
on.
me from that PAT and it's well represented. I've been posted up on this corner since crack was invented. For Dog and Dog gave us chronic, for DJ Screw gave us lean. What you been doing? Pumping that powder and the rocks on the scene. I'm about the green, the arrow, the guap, the fetty. My rocks has got me frozen like the motherfucking Yeti. We them boys breaking steady. It's always ready to turn your lights out like Teddy. Leave your leaking spaghetti. Whoever said he wasn't gangster, prepare to bite your tongue. This Texas bullshit like that can get you hung. We don't play with the locals, so out of towners can get it too. Give a fuck about your area code, bitch. We will spit at you for real. And we ain't talking about verses, talking about them hollow points that have you headed for hearses. Don't stop talking shit now, man. It's too late to be nervous. You deserve it, so I'ma put in work and give you the service with my dick is on.
Dickies. I'm in the hood every day, and I stay fresh. Got them dickies on, still got them dickies on. Got them dickies on, still got them. Dickies. I hit the mall every day, and I stay fresh. Got them dickies on, still got them dickies on. Got them dickies on, still got them dickies on.
PMC bitch, got my dickies on, ho. Keep a Chrome 44 and a bumper full of snow. Got red dickies, white dickies, orange dickies too. And I even got the blooper when I represent for Screw. Nigga, I've been wearing khakis since before that shit was cool. Fucking with John Johnson wearing dickies to the school. With the Cortez tracks and call them gangsta knots. Way before I had a record, I was rocking the mic. Got a pocket full of stone, nigga. Call me Sweet Joan, nigga. Your gal love me, she can't leave my dick alone, nigga. Cause she's a carnivore. Take the leash off the bitch, cause she's a real live whore.
Dickies. I'm in the hood every day, and I stay fresh. Got them dickies on, still.
Welcome back to the Angry Man Podcast with Jason and Greg. He is Jason, the chosen one, and I am Greg, a legend in my own mind. Jay, what's going on, man?
Man, happy we had some decent boxing last night.
Had some decent boxing last night. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah, man. No, I'm not late, Jason Williams. I'm not late at all, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm right on time to deliver this incredible show today that we have for you. But before we get into the show, let's welcome those who are new to the channel. This is the Angry Man Podcast, where we are always dropping boxing-related content. So make sure you smash the subscribe button, Jason. I think we've grown, like 200 subs just from last week, man. I mean, it was a great week. And if you are a normal patron of the channel,
Make sure you guys are smashing the like button or the dislike button if you don't like the content, but make sure that you are engaging with the content. Now, before we jump into our live stream today, got to give love to the people that support the channel. So Rockdar Interactive, if you need anything relative to website design, logo design, if you need something AI related, they can do all things related to AI. Make sure you go check out Rockdar Interactive. They have the service for you. And then www.nadazvodka.com, the best tasting African-American owned vodka that you can have, straight out of Jacksonville, Florida, a fellow Floridian of ours, Jay, but also an African-American man that has a vodka. Now, we know that there's another African-American man that had a vodka that's going through some things right now. So all you vodka lovers out there, y'all can transition over to the bottle of Nadaz vodka if you want to continue to support African-American business. Ain't that right? Pork chop. All right. Let's go ahead and jump right into it, Jay. Last night, we saw something that was incredible. We saw something that was tremendous. We saw someone display a level of power that we have not seen in quite some time. I think a lot of people thought that there was an opportunity for this gentleman, Tevin Farmer, to win this fight, including a gentleman that we'll talk about in our next segment, Shakur Stevenson. But Kid Austin went in there and absolutely destroyed Tevin Farmer, knocked him out or TKO'd him in one round. Just landed that first straight right hand and just could not stop landing after that. Now, we know that Kid Austin went through a lot of ridicule just, a few months ago when he was supposed to fight Shakur Stevenson. And that fight didn't materialize because of some type of ailment, illness, or potentially poisoning. And now we know why Shakur Stevenson poisoned him when they were overseas. Look at what he did to Tevin Farmer. It is clear. We know now why Shakur did it. So, as you can see, this I'm being funny. I'm not. This is in no way, shape, or form something serious. I'm not necessarily. I'm not accusing Shakur because So there's a new generation that's coming up, Jaded. They're very sensitive, and I'm talking about. I'm not all of them, but there's a lot of folks that were born in the '90s that are very sensitive. I love the '90s, great decade, but they're very sensitive and they take everything personal, right? So I just want to make sure that I don't offend anyone, particularly the lawyers of Shakur Stevenson. Now back to the subject at hand. I thought he looked really good, powerful, fast, quick. We saw Shakur Stevenson on X mentioning that that Tevin Farmer should have known that the kid was young and strong, as though like he is that much older than Kid Austin, Floyd Schofield. But he came out there blasting him out in one round, and you got to give him credit because there were a lot of people that had Tevin Farmer in position to win that fight. Jay, what are your thoughts on this particular fight?
Yeah, honestly, I didn't think he was going to get Tevin Farmer out of there like that. I really didn't. I thought it was going to be probably go to a decision, but he handled business. And I will agree with Shakur, Tevin was slipping. Young fighters come out there really fast and powerful. They're trying to get up him out of there. And that's one thing Kid has done in the past. He's jumped on people early. And he actually caught Tevin. He feinted with a left jab and caught him with a right. And that was it. Tevin got up, but he wasn't anywhere. So he could have kept going after that. They let him, I think he got knocked down one more time and he got up and got assaulted again. It was pretty much over. So Tevin was nowhere in shape for that. I mean, honestly, that the Zepeda fight could have been stopped because he was getting pieced up in the Zepeda fight as well, too. The second one, that is. Although I thought he may have won the first one. But Kid did what he had to do. We still got to see more from Kid, against other people. So I want to see what he does against other slick fighters. When a slick fighter fighting like Shakur, that'll be an interesting fight. We had said that I was giving Shakur credit for fighting the young gun. Fighting a guy that's strong, fast, hungry. It'd have been an interesting fight. So we'll see what he's talking about. But the only bad thing about Kid Austin winning, now we got to hear from his damn daddy. His damn daddy gonna be off the chain until he gets his next fight. We're gonna have to deal with this dude the whole time. I actually like Junior because he's humble. His personality kind of reminds me a little bit like Spence, the way he's just about business, really quiet for the most part. But yeah, he's on deck. He's on deck. We know he's WBA #1 so he's in line for Tank. He wants to shank the Shakur fight. Um, so hey, Jason Williams, Tevin Farmer, he has Tourette's. That's why he has the little twitches and stuff like that. That's Tourette's that he has. He talked about it after the fight against Zepeda on that. So I like Tevin, what Tevin's been through as far as when he came up and fought his way from having only 12 amateur fights, starting that fight at 19, and worked his way up to being a champion. So I give him credit. I give him credit for that, and he seems like a good dude overall. So I'm always gonna pull for him. I hate to see him go out like that, though.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm the whole daddy situation personally, and many people are probably not going to believe this, but I like to see the fact that there are strong father-son duos in the sport of boxing. We've always seen that with Shane and his dad, Sean Porter and his dad. We see it with Bill and Devin. Now we're seeing it with Floyd Schofield and his father, Big Floyd and Little Floyd. So I love to see that. I have no issue with that. If his dad wants to talk, he needs to talk, because guess what? In every camp, you need a talker. I don't care. You need a talker. And Bill is the talker in Devin's camp. Floyd Schofield Sr. is the talker in his camp. Both of the Floyd Mayweathers could talk. Kenny was probably more the talker in Sean in their camp. So you need a talker. So I don't necessarily have a problem with his father. I don't have a problem with the fighter. I'm good. I just want to see the kid continue to progress and see where he goes from there. His daddy now talking about Kid Austin to knock out Tank. Tank ain't Tevin Farmer. I mean, Tank ain't Tevin Farmer. All right. So let's pump the brakes, dude. Pump the brakes. And there's going to be power coming back at him. So again, there's a completely different fight if that fight were to materialize. But yeah, two different levels, completely different levels. So
different levels. I mean, even with him talking about fighting Shakur is a different type of fighter than Tank. Obviously, he doesn't have the power, but he's very evasive.
Yeah.
So that's when he's gonna make Kid think in the ring.
Yeah.
Tank's gonna make him think, but he's also gonna have to think about Tank's power as well. So I mean, if you think you're just gonna go in there with Shakur, you're just gonna outpower him. Shakur's not a fool. Shakur can't fight. Let's be real. I don't like some of the antics at times and stuff like that, but Shakur can fight.
Shakur can fight.
I thought Shakur was gonna beat Kid back in February, but this right here makes it look interesting, a little showing like Kid showing that he can knock somebody out in one round that Shakur's never done, because that's not Shakur's style. So makes it a little interesting more for other people, but I still think Shakur beat him.
Yeah. No, I got Schofield now. It's clear. It's clear to me, man. Somebody was drugged. Now I ain't gonna say it was Shakur, but somebody drugged that young man because they knew it was gonna happen that night. Before we move to the next topic, man, anything else, Jay, you want to share about this particular fight? Because I mean, the next topic kind of ties into this fight. So anything else you want to talk about relative to this fight before we move on to the next topic?
Nah, it was only a minute and 30 seconds, so ain't much more to talk about that.
Ain't a whole lot to talk about. But before we jump to the next section, we got 67 people in the building, but only 22 likes. Make sure you smash the like button or the dislike button if you don't like the content. But make sure that you are engaging. If you're new to the channel, this is the Angry Man Podcast, AM Sports Media, where we're always dropping boxing-related content. We are growing. We are 23,602 subscribers today. Jay, you know what's so interesting? Everybody thought we were going to, not everybody, but some people thought we were going to die after Errol Spence lost. I think we were at 8,000 subscribers or something like that. They thought we were dead in the water. I mean, they saw the blood, Jay. They came around like sharks. And 2 years later, we're 3 times as big. Isn't that special?
Isn't
that something? All right, Jay, let's go ahead and jump into the next topic, man. This is an interesting one. And I think this one, Jay, is a really good topic to talk about because I don't think many people have thought about this one particularly. So let me make sure I set this one up. Kid Austin absolutely destroyed Tevin Farmer, the guy that took William Zepeda life and death. Now we know not only has Shakur Stevenson, not only has Shakur Stevenson tried to hype up William Zepeda. Many people in boxing circles, as well as the Glazers, many of the Glazers that are currently in our comment section and in the chat, have tried to build up William Zepeda so that when Shakur Stevenson beats the brakes off of him, which we all know is coming, that he can then shine and they say, look at what he did to William Zepeda. Now, personally, I'm going to give Shakur Stevenson credit for whatever he does against William Zepeda. I have no issue necessarily with Shakur Stevenson or giving him credit. However, with Tevin Farmer absolutely taking his foot, or Tevin Farmer absolutely taking the foot of Floyd Schofield, because Floyd Schofield literally dog walked his ass. I think that's a Floridian term. I heard some people say that after, but that's really a Floridian term. Dog walked him, or walked the dog on him. I don't see how you can still try to big up the performance of Shakur Stevenson that's coming when we know that Zepeda just went life and death with a guy that just got literally obliterated in one round by a guy that we were just claiming was afraid of Shakur Stevenson and pulled out of the fight. I don't see how that is even possible. How can you make that statement? How can you come to that conclusion? The only natural conclusion that you can come to, and don't get me wrong, styles make fights. I totally get it. I totally understand it. But the fact remains is that Farmer got destroyed. And there's no way you can argue that this is going to be an impressive performance by Shakur Stevenson. We all know he's going to win. The performance, his win on July 12th has already been diminished because of what happened to Tevin Farmer last night. And so I know people are going to be in the comment section saying, Greg, you hating. You're a hater. You've come up with the perfect recipe for hating, right? That's what people tell me. And I'm going to tell you why they say that. I'm going to tell you why they say I come up with the perfect recipe for hating, because all of my quote unquote hating is all backed by logic. So it's really hard to call it hate when it's backed by logic, right? So at the end of the day, I like Tevin Farmer. I think he's a good fighter, but he got obliterated. And now the win over Zepeda will not be impressive to me. And on July 12th, Shakur Stevenson better not struggle with Zepeda at all, because I'm going to push for a Shakur Stevenson versus Floyd Schofield fight. Now, we saw Shakur Stevenson all on Twitter and X talking about, man, what are you doing? What are you doing, Tev? You should have known the young, strong kid is going to come out there. Like he that much. How old is Shakur? 27?
Like 27, 28. He ain't that much older than Schofield.
You ain't that much older than him. What are you talking? You talking like he a jittybug or something. That's a Florida term as well. So, Jay, what are your thoughts on this? Do you feel that Shakur Stevenson can now still get the credit for, even if he blasts Zepeda out, you believe he can still get the credit for this fight, considering the performance of Tevin Farmer yesterday against Floyd Schofield?
I'd already diminished his credit for this fight after the first fight with Tevin Farmer, with Zepeda, because I felt Tevin actually won that first fight. So, I mean, I was like, well, Shakur should win this. You know, it's not like Zepeda's up there like that, especially when Tevin dropped him. You know, Tevin is a slick fighter, but he's not a power puncher. He's not a punch. He has 8 knockouts in like 37 fights or something like that. So 39 fights. So I mean, he's not a hard touch puncher like that. But he dropped Zepeda. He hurt Zepeda several times. Even the second fight, he hurt Zepeda. So I mean, I'm gonna give Shakur credit because he is ranked he was ranked number 1 in all the sanctioned bodies for the longest. You know, he's finally getting a shot at a title against Shakur. So I give Shakur credit, but I'm just being real. I was like, all right, I see Shakur win this fight. You know, it's going to be interesting to see how Shakur deals with this type of pressure and volume, which is different than Valdez, which is just pressure without the volume. You know, he's just coming forward. Zepeda is coming forward and throwing punches. So it's going to be, and Zepeda's a southpaw as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. But I don't like the fact that he's making it seem like, oh, everyone's doubting me. Dude, you're a favorite. What the hell you mean everyone doubting you? You're the favorite. No one's doubting you, dog. Everyone saw how Zepeda looked against Tevin Farmer for 22 rounds. We're like, oh man, this is tailor-made for someone that's slick like Shakur. Shakur just gonna bob and catch him. He's gonna do that all day. You know, because he's available to be hit. Only thing, can he take the volume punches of Zepeda? That's the only question that's out there. And by all accounts, I think he will. But let's not try to make Zepeda like he's this monster. He's not a monster like that. We saw him for 22 rounds against Tevin Farmer, y'all. And Tevin arguably took the first one. The second one, I can't give Tevin that because he was taking a beat in the first 5-6 rounds. He came back, he rallied, but he was taking too many punches that second fight for me to give him that fight. But the first fight, I could have said he either won that fight or a draw on that. So he'll get credit, but Zepeda's not a monster. Zepeda will be a decent fighter. He'll be the best fighter on Shakur's resume. I'll put it to you like that.
I'm not giving him any credit for the win. Not after what I saw yesterday. I can't see a guy that takes another guy life and death and he get absolutely destroyed. And now you're going to go in there and you're going to beat that guy and tell me that means something? I mean, I think Floyd Schofield would destroy William Zepeda at this point. Tell me I'm wrong. William Zepeda coming in there with no defense and he catch him?
But you ain't right at the same time.
No, I'm right.
Because the thing is, depends what type of Schofield comes out. If Schofield come out there lunging, he's going to take some of them 1,000 punches that Zepeda's going to catch him with. And we see
he ain't got no power.
Get on his ass a while back.
Yeah, but man, Zepeda ain't got no power like that, man. Man, look.
Hey, I didn't have that much power that dropped him neither, if I'm not mistaken.
Did he get up?
Yeah, he got up.
Okay.
He got up too.
Yeah, but what did he? Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to let this 1 minute and 30-second win versus Tevin Farmer make me think that score is just all the way up here. And Zepeda ain't been doing Zepeda don't have any type of talent or anything like that. I'm not going to do that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm on the hype train.
Do it.
I'm on the hype train. I'm hyping him up. Man, go out there. I want to see Floyd Schofield versus Shakur Stevenson. I'm on the hype train. Let's see the fight happen. And I'm not saying that Shakur would duck him. Shakur ain't gonna duck him. Because I still think Shakur wins the fight. But now, man, I see why they put that stuff in his water. I see why. They were like, man, we gotta slow him down. We gotta slow him down. I get it. So, but I still want to see that fight. I don't want to hear nothing about no Tank. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what he's in line for. I want to see him versus Shakur first, because I want to see how Shakur deals with the power and the pressure. And then the winner of that fight, hey man, they fight the winner of Roach and Gervonta Davis. Boom. We got something major going on. That's how I see it, Jay. Period.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not hyping him. I'm not hyping Sko up. He did what he had to do. I like the kid because he's a humble kid, but we need to see some more seasoning. We'll see what he does in the next fight. And I don't think he should take a step down now. If he can't get a Shakur or a Tank fight, there's another young man around his age.
I gotta address somebody.
That's out there now.
I gotta address somebody. I gotta address Bruh Hakeem. What's up, Bruh Hakeem? This is my first time seeing your name, so appreciate you. Welcome to the channel. I appreciate you putting that in the chat. But my dog, my guy, just because you are champion and undefeated don't mean shit. That could just be promoting.
Hey,
that could just be promotion.
What's the kid that who did Keyshawn? Was the kid Keyshawn just beat? Dennis Barranca. Wasn't he undefeated champion?
Yeah, I mean, what does that mean? What does that mean? You can be positioned to be undefeated and a champion. That don't mean shit. That don't mean nothing. I ain't trying to hear that. I'm not giving him respect for beating Zepeda when I just saw Zepeda go life and death with a guy that just got destroyed. I'm not. I'm sorry.
I give him credit for it.
But how much credit? How much credit though?
I'm not gonna say, oh man, just because Zepeda was ranked number 1, he's the best ever. That's the best.
But that's my point. That's my point. That's what
I saw.
That's what his fans are gonna do though. That's what Pork Chop gonna do.
Yeah.
That's what ASVP TV gonna do. That's what Fabrizio gonna do in the Discord. For all of you guys who have not joined the Discord, you need to join the Discord because man, we have some great conversation there. We can drop the link. Let us know if you want us to drop the link for the Discord. But that's what the Glazers are gonna do, and they know they Glazers, man. Yeah. They know every day, man. They got white sticky stuff all over their hands, man. ASVP TV can barely hold his phone, man. He glazed so much. And speaking of ASVP TV, Pork Chop. He just hit us with the $1.99 winner gets tank protection program. But it wasn't a protection program when we were talking about Arrow fighting Boots, and the winner of that should fight Crawford, because that was a thing too. Was it not? But it wasn't a Terence Crawford protection program, or was it the Terence Crawford protection program we were saying he should fight Boots, and y'all was saying there is no reason for him to fight Boots? Was that the protection program too? Come on, dog. Did nobody say they shouldn't fight? I'm saying that those two should fight and then fight Tank. Tank gotta fight. What are we talking about?
Yeah, but like I was saying about
Hold up, what did I say that was? What did I say that I should have said pause to? Jason will say, "Damn, Greg, you getting way too explicit," and it say pause, Greg. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say something. My apologies, Jay. Your train of thought gets messed up very quickly.
I know you ain't talking about last week. Do we need to pull the tape from last week? All day.
Yeah, but last week was last week. There was a reason why I was glitching last week. Ordinarily, my train of thought is 100% spot on, brother.
Bullshit.
Whatever. Bullshit. All right.
I said if Scope can't get the fight with a Shakur or a Tank, my boy, Abdullah Mason is right there. After basically take care of Noakes. Or Dokes, whatever the dude name is, Sam. Mason is right there. That'd be a hell of a fight. I'd love to see that.
Let's see what happens. I'd be interested in all those fights. All right, man. Before we jump to the next topic, 80 people in the building, but 39 likes. We need y'all to smash the like button, man. Oh, Here for Boxing is in the building. Just hit us with the $1.99. Greg gonna disappear when Bud smacks Canelo around. Did I disappear when it happened with Errol? Or were we not front and center? I was front and center the next morning. What are we talking about here? Come on, man. We got to start creating these fake. We got to start creating these fake narratives, man. Yeah, we gotta start creating these fake narratives. Like, y'all hate don't do nothing to me, man. I don't have mental illness or mental, what do they call it? Mental health challenges when people try to get at me. That doesn't affect me. I'm different, dog. Like, that doesn't. I run to smoke. I don't run away from it. I'm different. All that stuff that y'all say in the comment section, that shit don't bother me. I'm not about to run nowhere. I keep trying to tell people we win anyway. We win if Terence Crawford win. We win if he loses. It's just that if we win when he wins, it's probably like X. But if he loses when we win, it's like 10, 20X. Because I tell you what, and I'm talking to all you some bitches in the chat that love Terence Crawford. You know who you are. I'm talking to all you some bitches. I'm doing a live. We're going to do a live party that night. Terence Crawford getting knocked out, I ain't even going to come off a line. I'm going from the live all the way to the goddamn next live for Sunday. I'm gonna be tearing your ass up. He better not lose. He loses, I'm cooking. I'm cooking all night long. Y'all gonna get tired of me. Cause all this shit y'all been talking for the last 2 years, every time I turn around, somebody putting up an emoji or a gif of Errol Spence. Oh boy, I'm talking about I'm gonna drop a documentary the next day. I'm literally gonna have my camera on while I'm talking shit and doing the documentary at the same time. And that bitch gonna drop the next day at 6 p.m. So I would suggest you leave me the fuck alone if you don't want to get your ass cooked. All right. They pissing me off, Jay. They pissing me off, man. Anyway.
Need y'all to get the lights up, man. Come on, man. Support the channel, support the grind.
2 years, man. The same bullshit.
Man, I can't wait till Canelo put his ass in the dirt. Boy, they gonna be crying. The Crawford get put in the dirt. They gonna be crying. I'm gonna sit right there looking at it, boy. I'm telling you, I'm gonna excavate the body after he get put in the dirt. Cause I'm gonna bring his ass up, and then I'm just gonna be talking shit the whole night. All right, Jay, you ready to go ahead and move to the next topic? I mean, they pissing me off, bro. We gonna talk about Crawford. Don't worry about it. We gonna talk about Crawford, but y'all pissing me off. Don't piss me off, man. That ain't what you want to do. I'm not the dude you want to piss off. Ain't that right, Jay? All right. So let's hop into this other topic here, Jay. We got the storm coming. We got Brian Norman Jr. And we did a video about this probably about a little over a week or so ago. And now it's become official. We got the Storm, we got the Dream. Let me preface my comments by saying this, because I do need to say this, because many people say that we hate Jay. They say that they really don't talk about you. They talk about me as the hater, right? And I get it, man. You know, if you don't know me, I come off as an elitist. I know it. I come off as an elitist. I accept that. I can come off. Jason Williams said earlier today that I was an asshole. And I know I come off as an asshole. And I don't have a problem with that. Because I know if you know me, you know that I'm not an asshole. But, you know, arrogance is a form of intelligence. And so I have no problem with it.
What the hell are you talking about?
What do you mean?
You are an asshole. You're an asshole, dog.
Well, so what? So what?
I'm not an asshole. I'm just a little. No, you're an asshole.
I'll take it. You think I give a fuck? I don't care.
Why you deny it then?
I don't think people think I'm an asshole. But when people get to know me, they don't think I'm an asshole. You think that's wrong? 2 Cents is in the building. My girl 2 Cent is in the building. Shouts out to 2 Cent. 2 Cent. We were playing some Texas earlier today, man. That was that Texas from early 2000. I remember when Texas used to be great, Jay. You remember they used to have great music coming out of Texas and great fighters, and now the music that fell off, and people just keep getting knocked out from Texas. They'll come back. They'll come back in 15, 20 years. But shout out to my girl 2 Cent. I'm just messing with you, 2 Cent. You know you my girl.
Hey, you just shoot from the hip for everybody getting it.
2 Cent knows she. 2 Cent knows she my girl, man. I'm fucking with her. See, 2 Cent just said Greg is an awesome guy. Awesome. Thank you, 2 Cent.
An asshole also.
Man, fuck you, man. Let's go. All right, man. All right. Okay. I'm about to delete your ass. Let me see if I can click you out of this bitch. No, let's go ahead and jump to it. But no, so we got, but what I was about to say, because I went off on a tangent. See, I can get right back to what it was I was about to say. I want to preface my comments by saying, listen, I know a lot of people feel that, we hate on Devin. We hate on certain fighters, right? They say we hate on Shakur. They say we hate on Devin Haney. Some people are not saying we hate on Boots, and I don't even get that. But they say we hate on Terence Crawford, and most of it's true. Like, I don't mind you calling me a hater, because there's certain, but the hate that you call hate is really me breaking down science and really pointing out some of the things that you guys don't like, and then you feel like it's hate. But there are certain things about fighters that I really like, and when it comes to the Haneys, people think I dislike Bill. I don't. I think Bill is a mouthpiece and should always be talking. Period. So I don't have a problem with Bill. I think they hype up things. I think they hype up things or hype up Devin in ways that's probably not really legit, but still. Creole the Traveler said, I am an elitist as well. Damn right. There's nothing wrong with being an elitist. I think I'm superior. What's wrong with that? But here's the thing with Devin that I do genuinely respect about Devin. Devin pretty much will fight anybody. I don't think he really wanted to fight Shakur, but for the most part, Devin will pretty much fight anyone. I think this fight that's coming up with him and Brian Norman is an incredibly dangerous fight for Devin Haney. I don't think Devin Haney has the tools to keep Brian Norman off of him. Devin Haney is listed at 5'9". I've never seen Devin Haney in person. I don't know how tall Devin Haney is. I can tell you, though, I have seen Brian Norman Jr. in person. And before I go there, Free Me More Zone 199 low IQ breakdowns. Crawford has a big advantage. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Anyway, it's so interesting. We've actually pointed out the advantages of Terence Crawford, and we've pointed out the disadvantages. So I think the only person that would have a low IQ in this situation is anyone who interprets what we're saying as low IQ, considering we've looked at it from both angles. But I digress. I think that this is an incredible, dangerous fight for Devin Haney, because when I look at Brian Norman is deceptively large to me. Pause. Yeah, I should have said pause there. He's a lot taller than what you would think when I've seen Brian Norman in person. Brian Norman has a 71-inch reach. Devin Haney has a 72-inch reach. Brian Norman, they say, is 5'8". Devin is 5'9". I personally feel that Devin won't be able to get away with just hitting from range, which means Devin is going to have to show other skills. I don't believe Devin is going to have the power to keep Brian Norman Jr. off of him, but we'll see. But Devin is a sharp, good young fighter. So I have to salute him for the fact that he's willing to take this fight, considering what we saw in his last fight against Ramirez. I have to give him credit. So today, love and respect for Bill and Devin Haney. I respect what they're doing. And I can't wait to see the fight. Jay, what's your thoughts on that? And before we go there, let me go ahead and hit the $1.99. Feed me more. Zone said, I'm going to punch you up when I see you in person. Why does this guy want to attack me?
He talked shit about his favorite fighter.
What the?
You hurt his feelings. He must be born in 1990s.
Hold on. Guys, time out. Feed me more zone. Why do you want to attack me, brother? We're just talking about boxing, fam. Why do people start to threaten me, Jay? Do I just look like somebody that you could just beat up on or something? Maybe because I wear glasses, people think that they can just beat up on me. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not. This is not to challenge you or anything, but I'm not a little guy. Like I'm 6'1", I'm 215. If you think you're just gonna run up and punch me in my face and I'm just gonna take it, I'm not. So don't. I don't want to fight by no boxing. I really don't. Please don't attack me when you see me in person, right? But don't think it's gonna be an easy win either. I don't know why these folks be threatening me. It's just boxing. Good Lord.
It's crazy, bro. I think it has something to do with the glasses, but also hurting their feelings talking about their favorite fighter at times. Like I think that's what it is.
I bet you Feed Me More Zone was born in the 90s. How much you want to bet he born in the 90s? I bet he was born in the 90s. Hey, Jason Williams, I'm back bench pressing 195, bro. I work out with 195 now. My shoulders are back good, bro. Ain't no more damage here. You run up on me, I can throw this right hand. Believe that. Oh yeah.
Exactly what that's me 9586. He's like, LOL. Y'all need to chill out with the dumb threats for real, man. This YouTube is boxing.
It's just boxing. This shit is not personal for me.
As much as we disagree and they disagree with us as far as Fabrizio or ASP, they ain't gonna do shit to us. We ain't gonna do shit to them. We see them in person. We're gonna chop it up. We're gonna talk shit one another, just like a family cookout.
I want to see Fabrizio and all these guys that are in the Discord. If you want the Discord link, make sure you let us know. We'll drop it in because I want to give them a big hug. I want to hug ASVP TV. I want to hug Fabrizio. I want to hug 2 Cent. I love them. You know, so. No, what are we doing here?
I'm gonna let you keep it going.
No, man, we want to. Hey, man, y'all got to stop with the gay stuff too, man. We need to love on with it. We need to love on each other, man. As African American men, we need to love each other. I love Terence Crawford. I love Shakur Stevenson. I love Devin Haney. I love them as brothers. You know, I just point out facts.
Not on that. If we didn't support Bud or anything like that, we wouldn't be paying for his fights.
I pay for all of
afterwards.
I pay for all the Crawford fights. I pay more money than his fans do. What are we talking about? Every time we do a video with Terence Crawford in there, and I talked to his cousin one time and he understood this. Every time we do a video with Terence Crawford in it, we're promoting him no matter what we say. All press is good press. If you come into the comment section and you tell me that I'm brilliant, fantastic. If you tell me I'm the dumbest ninja on earth, fantastic. All press is good press. And none of that shit bothers me.
Not at all.
They come in the comment section, Jay, because they know that there's other content creators that they can come into the comment section and say little shit to, and they get all riled up and they upset and it fucks up their day and all that. He ain't fucking up my day. I'm different. Like I keep trying to tell you, I'm different. But anyway, you damn right I just want engagement. You damn right. I don't give a shit if you talking shit about me. Why do I care about you talking shit about me? Now, if you start doing racial slurs or you're not adding, if you say, Greg, you the dumbest dude on earth, here's why, because so-and-so and so-and-so and da-da-da-da-da, you making arguments. Man, I ain't got no problem with that. I got no problem with that. Now, but if you come in the comment section and you just talking about how we look or, you know, you're not adding any value, then yeah, I don't really want you around. So anyway, Jay, I think this is a big fight. I'm happy to see the fight. I'm happy to see how each one of these gentlemen perform. I do want to get your thoughts. What are your thoughts on how this fight might end up playing out?
Hey, I gotta give Dev and the Haney's credit, all the credit in the world, man, because I ain't see that happening. I didn't think they're gonna go this route. I think it's too soon for Dev, especially to be introduced to 147 like that, especially after the Ramirez fight. You know, I think Dev is gun shy a little bit. You know, like he's afraid of that smoke, and we know Norm got smoke in both hands. You know, Dev is still a good boxer and everything, not a problem. I'm not taking away. I just don't know if his mind is completely there, man. With someone like B Norman there with that power he got, and Norman is a really good fighter. People doubt, oh, he can't do this. Okay, all right, we gonna see. We're gonna see what he can or can't do in November when they fight. I do hate the fact that this fight is gonna be in Riyadh, not be in the States, because that's a fight I definitely would have tried to go to. You know, especially on this side.
Hey, AS Meeks 39. Yes, I'm different, but unlike Bud, I don't think Bud is as different as you guys think. But yes, I'm different. I'm 100% different. And I'm not talking about with my hands. I'm not different with my hands. I'm not a boxer. But in a lot of ways, I'm different. I'll put it to you like this, Jay. To grow a YouTube channel from scratch, no subscribers, to almost 24,000, you have to be different. We think different. We are different. Yeah, I said it. $1.99 for my guy Pork Chop. Jason, a real one, not great. Okay.
They know what's in the background.
I'm not, because ASVP TV was my boy. Like, he's one of the few people that got my number. He just said that I'm not a real one. Damn. I thought we were dogs, man. I thought you were my boy. Okay. All right. That's what's up.
Real talk. I think I said maybe last week when it didn't happen, I was like, nah, Dev and them, they don't want this smoke with Brian no more. I was like, they proved me wrong on that. Now they're gonna have to prove me wrong again when that fight happens in November. Because I'm not high on Dev in this fight here. It's a risk, and I give Dev credit. Dev fought Loma. I don't give him credit for Camboso's fights. He did it. He went over there and took the belts from him. He had to do it because that's the way he had to get the belts. But it wasn't nothing. You know, I give him credit for even stepping up to fighting Regis at 140, although Regis was pretty much tailor-made, but that was his first fight at 140. You know, and then he fought Ryan, you know, but we saw what happened with Ryan on that. But Dev gets all the credit in the world for doing this. I think it's too soon for him, though. I think he should have had a different fight at 147 to get used to that, fighting someone at 147 for one. And Norman is he's showing he's lethal. He's starting to peak, man. It's scary. It's kind of scary that he started the way his trajectory right now is going right now, and the confidence he's showing. You know what I'm saying? So he went from being almost cut from Top Rank to where he's at right now. It's crazy. That's just fighting grit in him.
Yeah, man. I want to read a couple of comments. Professor Santos, negotiate everything. These Bud fans are 90% of the channel topic comments and get upset when someone talks about their guy or call them out. You know what's so interesting? For all of these people that say that they hate, I'm a Bud hater, this, that, and the third, this channel got a ton of Terence Crawford supporters. An absolute ton. So it's so interesting that we are so much haters, yet they keep coming around. And then who else? Edward Torres said this. I don't think Greg is fake, but he is biased as fuck. Fan first. I back up, and shout out to Edward Torres, man. He's been around the channel for years. Well, we've only been around like 3 years, so I guess since around the beginning. But dude, I back up everything that I say with logic. There is nothing that is a level of fandom in anything that I say, because it's all backed up with facts. I use facts. That's why that's truly part of the reason why people keep coming back, because deep down in your soul, in the crevices of your mind, you understand that the logic that I'm spitting to you is absolutely legit. And that's why it irks at you. It pokes at you, man. It makes you feel uncomfortable inside. And you have to keep coming back and arguing your point. No matter how dumb it is, you keep coming back and arguing your point. And on September 13th, when your boy goes into the dirt, victory will be mine. And if he doesn't go into the dirt, victory will be mine. Because you'll all be here talking and we'll be talking boxing. And that's all that really matters. All right, Jay. Before we go on to the next topic, let me see where we at. Man, we at 54 minutes already. And we got 110 people in the building, but only 58 likes. Guys. Come on, man.
I need y'all to get the likes up, man. Come on, man. Support the channel, support the grind.
Come on, man. We need y'all to do something, man. Come on. Do something before 2 something. Let's go. Support the channel, man. Smash the like button. This is probably one of the only places that you can come where you find Terence Crawford fans, Shakur fans, Devin Haney fans, and we all chopping it up. Boots fans, Errol Spence fans, we all chopping it up. I probably can count on one hand the amount of people that have been kicked off this channel. It was the dude that was trying to hit on me. I had to get rid of him. Okay. Somebody that said some gay slurs or just coming in her name, calling that kind of stuff. But man, outside of that, man, this place is for all boxing fans. It's an amazing place. Let's make it happen. See how people lying? See how Edward Torres lying? Greg and Fanon went into hiding on July 30th, 2023. See how that's a lie?
You were live July 30th. You were live all day more than I was.
Yes, I was live at 9 something in the morning on July 30th. All you got to do is go back and look at the live streams, dog. Let's stop making up stuff, man. Let's stop making up stuff. All right. Jay, should we go ahead and open up? No. We got a couple more topics that I do want us to talk about first, but we're running out of time. So I might skip this topic and go straight to everybody's favorite. Bud Crawford! Jay, do you remember this? I think I'm going to go ahead. Let me go ahead and pull this up real quick because people will say that you're lying, Greg. You're lying. You're a liar. You lied by Bud. He didn't say that. No, he didn't say that. All right, let's see if we can find this interview. I think this is, man, is this the one right here? This isn't it. It was a short one. Jay, which of the videos did Terence Crawford say that he was a weight bully?
Oh, shit.
It was one of these videos where he basically admitted to being a weight bully. I know what shirt he got on, but I see multiple ones, so I don't know which one it is. But he absolutely admitted to being a weight bully. It was a short video. It wasn't that long. I'm trying to find it. If y'all in the comment section, y'all know what video I'm talking about, man, send it over to me. I cannot find it right now. I should have already had it up. My apologies. But Terence Crawford essentially admitted that he was a weight bully. Said that he doesn't, man, I want to hear the exact, I want to put the exact comment up because I want people to hear it, man. Because I don't want to paraphrase it. I want people to understand exactly what it was that he said so that they don't sit up and try to say, oh, man, he never said that. Terence Crawford never said that. Did you send it to me?
Yeah, of course I send you. I seen most of the shit that you talk about.
Man, shut your monkey ass up. You are the VP.
Credit.
You are the VP of content creation. So you want a credit for doing your job? Do your fucking job.
You goddamn right, I do.
Do your fucking job. Did you just send it to me?
Yeah, I just sent it to you.
Sorry, fuck. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna share the screen. I'm gonna share it so people can see it. I'm gonna share it. Let me get here so I can share the screen. Beep 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 beep. Bada boom, bada bang, bada boom. I think it's this one. No, is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. Okay, share. Can you guys see the screen? You guys should be able to see the screen. I'm going to open it up here, and we're going to play.
Terence, good to see you. Appreciate it.
3 quick questions.
I meant from the press conference.
Yeah, Brian. 3 quick questions. First off, it looks like you're transforming your body already. What's the biggest difference you've seen not having to cut down?
He ain't transforming his body. I see a gut. Jay, have you seen a little gut on Terence Crawford? I see a little gut. Got a little pudge down there. Let go.
That weight, being in the gym now, maybe getting some sparring in from when you had to go down to 147 to where you are now.
I got more energy, I'm more happy. I can put in more work.
I don't gotta cut muscle. I can fight at, in my natural way, things like that.
Ooh, let's rewind that. Things like that. Let's rewind that real quick.
In my natural way, things like that.
What?
I can fight at, in my natural way, things like that.
What?
I can fight at, in my natural way, things like that.
I can fight at my natural weight and things like that. What else does that mean? If he's now fighting at his natural weight, then what the fuck was he doing when he was at 147 and 54?
135.
I mean, that sounds like weight bullying to me. Is that not weight bullying, Jay?
Absolutely. Now, ASVP said he said weight bullies miss weight.
No, that's not true. Y'all hold on. But y'all been calling Errol Spence.
Real quick, Greg. Hold up, Greg. He says that, but when Benavidez came at 168, he said, "Oh no, he's too big for the weight class."
Oh, but they were calling Errol a weight bully. He never missed weight. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, dog.
Appreciate the $1.99. ASVPT, keep it up. We're gonna get them tickets to at least either me or Greg can go to the fight in Riyadh for boots for Norman versus Devin. You gotta keep it up though.
You gotta keep it up, boy, because we're gonna need about $15,000 to go over there, huh? Terence Crawford is essentially admitting that he is an absolute weight bully. Let me see what someone just said. Hey, man, I don't give a damn what Derrick James said, man. How the hell he know what's in Errol's body? Next. How am I lying? He just said it. How am I lying? I just played the video. He just said it. He just said that he can now fight at his natural weight, which means prior to that, he wasn't fighting at his natural weight. Like, what am I missing?
Because he didn't say those exact words, Greg. You can't take that. You can't take that logic from what he
said.
What?
If he said that he said that in this fight, he is now able to train so that he can fight at his natural weight, but he was fighting at a lower weight before, then what does that mean? That means he was draining himself down and coming back up because he wasn't fighting at his natural weight. I mean, come on, guys. Let's not lie. Come on, man. Let's not lie here. Pork Chop hit us with $1.99. We beat Errol, so his weight didn't matter.
We. Here we go again, that we shit. You French?
Hey, man. Dog, I bet you right now, man, it's all, if you look at his phone right now, it's just got all kind of white stuff on it. Boy, he is the biggest glazer. I mean, how can you, what you mean we? Fuck you mean? He don't even know you exist.
Oh,
hey, man.
Bro, the thing about it, Greg, hold up. As much as they said we're Earl Spence fan and everything, when Spence was doing it, we never said Spence, we did this. We said Spence was doing whatever he was doing. The whole time, we never said we beat Ugas. We beat Sean Porter. We beat Danny Garcia. It was Spence.
Spence beat him. But here's what I don't, how am I spinning what Crawford said? Crawford said that now he can fight at his natural weight. He was asked about the training, and he said, I can now fight at my natural weight, which means that if he was fighting previously at a lower weight, he was weight bullying. It wasn't his natural weight, which means he was weight bullying. The fuck? What the fuck? So what am I spinning? Like, hey, man. Yo, man. Hey, man. Say, man. Hey, man, say, man. Let's go ahead and do this one last topic so we can go ahead, because I want to get people's thoughts on that. Matter of fact, man, let's go ahead and drop a poll in there.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and drop this poll real quick.
Though, Greg, most of the fighters are weight bullying. So that's the thing. It's so, just admit it. Unless you're Tank or Shakur, those are really two on that's really not weight bullying from what they said themselves. Tank went to 140 and said, hell no, I ain't going back up there no more. Shakur says he can't fight beyond 135 right now. Although he did say he will fight Conor Benn at 154. So
I know how this is gonna end up turning out, man, because we got a lot of Glazers in the building. We got people with white stuff all over their hands, man. They glazing so bad. So this poll might not go, or probably will go in the way that I expected, because there's a lot of Terence Crawford glazers in the building. Yo, let's go to this next topic, bro, and then we gonna so was Errol and Porter. So what's your point, niggas? Shelton Moore is in the building. What's up, Shelton? Shelton Moore is in the building. Let me read that again. So was Errol and Porter. So what's your point, niggas?
God damn. Why we gotta be all that, Shelton? Damn.
Oh, man. I like Shelton, man. He a good brother, man. He a good dude. All right, this last topic, man.
Look at this. Look at this, Greg. Someone said in here, Blaze, pound for pound, said being a weight bull is part of boxing. Okay, then just admit the shit. Then if it's part of boxing, so just say admit it. That's all we're saying. Just admit the shit. That's it.
That's it. Like we hear everybody talking about everybody else's weight bullies, but so was Bud. Now, Jay, I want to go to this other topic here, and I'm going to share my screen, man, because this is going to be part of what I'm talking about here. So let me just share my screen. Let me see if I can find this. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. All right, so let me see. No, this isn't big enough. Okay, hold on. Let me share my screen again. Let me reshare. Where is it? All right. So I'm going to share this one, and then let me see if I can just blow it up a little bit. All right. So I want y'all guys to look at this right here, man. I want y'all guys to look at this right here. I want you to look right in here. Right in here. You see right here? You see right here. Jason, I don't know how it's possible that Canelo Alvarez is going to get a fair chance in this fight. He already brought up the fact that he said it in the press conference that I know you want Terence Crawford to win. Turki Al-Sheikh in the press conference said he doesn't know why he's on Canelo Alvarez's side. He wants to be on Terence Crawford's side. In the lead up, the big podcast, the great podcast, whatever it was called, Canelo said, your uncle, your zaddy, Turki Al-Sheikh. And then it was pointed out to me by somebody that they literally sitting up here holding hands. You don't see him holding Canelo's hand. He is sitting here holding this man's hand. I mean, this is a special kind of bond here. I'm not holding any man's hand. I'm not about to sit here, man, unless we're praying. I'm not holding your hand, bruh. But Golden, how is this bullshit? How is this bullshit? These statements were made. These statements were made. He is clearly firmly in the corner of Terence Crawford. Is that not true? Is Turki Al-Sheikh not in the corner of Terence Crawford? All you buddy glazers, answer me that. Is he not firmly in the corner of Terence Crawford? I mean, all you got to do is look at this picture, brother. They holding hands. When the last time you held a man's hand? When the last time you held a man's hand, Jay? When the last time you held a man's hand?
It was my dad or my brother.
I don't give a damn what the customs are over there. We are not. I know what the customs are in my country, in my community. I'm not holding your hand, bruh. But Terence Crawford do anything for that paycheck. Damn. Boy, they look like they.
Hey, Pork Chop talking about they clearly praying.
Okay, if they praying, what are they praying for? For a miracle? For a miracle for him to beat Canelo? Is that what they praying for? This is some of the most odd stuff I've ever seen in my life. And I suspect that if this goes to the cards, usually Canelo is the person that is going to be automatically favored. But I'm not so sure in this fight. And I just wanted to point that out. That's all I want to do. I just wanted to point that out. Now, I know some of y'all are going to be mad. I know some of y'all are about to call in and talk some shit, but that's what it's about. So now, Bud Buddies, come on into the panel and explain to us why your mans is around here holding another man's hand. Let's go, Bud Buddies. The panel is now open.
Canelo said the other day on the last one, he said, "Oh, Turkey gonna be so mad Saturday that night. Turkey gonna be so mad that day."
Hold on. Man. Ed Meeks, 39. How am I crossing the line? He's holding his hands. What did I do that crossed the line? Did I say something that was not right? What did I say was crossing it? And all I did was add a comment that I'm not holding no grown man's hand. I'm not. I can state what my opinion is. What did I do?
Golden and Shelton came in here fast. They hopped on here fast. Shit.
Come on in here, brothers. Brother Golden, brother Shelton Moore. Welcome. I can't hear y'all.
Yeah, they both mute. They're not visible. Neither one visible, and they both mute.
They're not mute for me. I unmuted them, but they look mute.
Yeah. Oh man. So the only thing we didn't get to was Boots.
Yeah, we didn't get to Boots. We can't hear y'all, gentlemen. Something wonky might be going on with the link, Jay. Because we can't hear neither one of them. Y'all go out and come back in and see if the link works. Because I just saw somebody else add it. Okay.
Blaze here.
Blaze here. What's up, Blaze?
Peace, y'all.
Yeah, we can hear you, Blaze. What's going on?
Yes, man. As a Bud fan, man, listen, man, I ain't got no excuses or nothing. I can't justify why he holding Saudi's head. Or maybe that's some Saudi Arabia customers or whatever. But, just with everything that's been going on with the press conferences and interviews by Turkey, man, he's clearly favoring Bud. I know he said in that Ring magazine or in that interview, I don't know if it was a Ring magazine interview. I just know he had the Ring magazine shirt on. He basically said, he's supposed to be in the middle, but what's in his heart is in his heart. And obviously holding hands with Bud, that's where his heart's at.
We appreciate that being that you're a Bud fan saying that, man.
It's so clear, and they will say that I'm a hater. I don't understand it. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, with me is like, listen, man, I'm a grown ass man, bro. I and I love boxing. We gonna call it what it is. We're not gonna be delusional. We gonna call a spade and how we see it. I love boxing, and I like Bud as a fighter. So, but I'm not gonna justify or not, see what I see with my eyes. You feel me? So I ain't got no defense for him holding this man's head in this ring. What I do know is that, man, listen, it'd be like he held that man's head to get that fight. He was fighting so long, begging so long for that Canelo fight. And, I've been a Bud fan, and ever since even before Madrimov, when he said he wanted to fight, my whole position was, Bud been handling his business. Bud destroyed Spence. I want to see whatever Bud want to do with his career. And that's just as, just to see a brother, achieve the greatness that he's accomplished coming from where he come from. That's my whole biggest thing. And one thing I could say now is that back when he beat Spence and he was talking at Canelo, then nobody think there was any type of chance, and then, he fought Madrimov. Obviously, after that, that was like his first decision over his last 11 fights with stoppages. He got the Canelo fight, and then, the performance that Canelo put against Skull has put like really just the casual fan and everybody in the mix of thinking that it can be like more of a 50-50 fight. I don't necessarily know the percentages. As Bud says, 70, he believes he can beat him 70-30. But what I do know is that, the fight, I'm glad that the fight's happening. I'm finally glad that they selling these tickets at Allegiant Stadium. And I'm rooting for Bud to shock the world.
Not me.
We got a question for you. Hey Blaze, so
You
how'd
know,
you
Greg, and I
feel?
respect that. One thing about it, Greg, you always been you held your position, just like I've always held my position.
Yeah. Go ahead and ask your
Yeah,
question,
Greg a
Jay.
hater, man.
No,
Hey
shit.
Blaze,
Greg a hater, man.
No.
question
No,
for you,
man.
Blaze.
No.
So Blaze, how'd you feel about Bud's chance after the way he looked against Majimov? How'd you feel about that prior to seeing how Canelo looked against Skull?
Why do you keep bringing that up?
Um,
Nothing to do with this fight, bro.
hold on. Let
Sheldon.
me answer the question real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah, go ahead, Blaze.
Yeah, I would say this, man. Watching the Madrimar fight, I just think I thought it was a good fight. I thought Bud won the fight through and through. I watched it several times. I mean, obviously Bud's been
Mhm.
stopping everybody years before that, and so him moving up to 154 and fight Madrimov and him not getting a stoppage or getting a performance that usually it always provides ammunition for to diminish. What I say is like this. Bud was Bud was stuck trapped in a situation in which he was waiting for Spence for a rematch for a year, right? And then when that didn't happen, he moved up to 154. So he moved up to 154 and fought Madrimov. That was his first fight at that particular weight. Well, since Madrimov, he's had his eyes set on fighting Canelo. And so what I think is that he's had a whole year now, year plus, after fighting Madrimov to move up, with that weight to 168, to fight at 168, get the weight that he needs to fight there. It seems like from what he's been showing, he's been weighing between 180 and 188. I think the highest they and he indicated he was at 188. So I'm anticipating that he's coming into his fight weighing in between 165 and 168 and rehydrating to 180. So I think he's coming in there at that weight, not underweight, fighting Canelo, and training to bring some power up there because that's what Jermell didn't have when he went up to 168. Jermell hit Canelo with everything he had clean, and that shit didn't budge Canelo. And it was unfortunate. He was on his bicycle when he got dropped running. I don't think Bud's coming up that way. I really with the and then if he does come up there and translate with power and he hurts Canelo, everybody's just gonna blame it on Snack. Straight up. So I'm already delineating all the excuses that if Bud wins. But me being a Bud fan, I'm not delusional and not gonna say that, it's a guaranteed fight. I'm rooting for Bud to win. I believe Bud can beat him. I believe Bud can beat him multiple ways, but I'm not gonna discount Canelo being at 168 and how he fights. And I actually became a bigger because I'm a fan of Canelo because he's good. I'm a very bigger fan for Bud. Became a huge fan of Canelo. Actually, ironically, when he fought and lost the ball, seeing that he went up there in that higher weight and he didn't back up. So anybody who's thinking that Bud's gonna back him up, it's kind of hard to believe that when you see how he fought against Bivol, a bigger person. And even though he lost that fight, he didn't back down, not one round.
Well,
Appreciate that.
Bud can do all things, and all of his fans they think you can do all things through Bud, not Christ, but through Bud. I listen.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I believe in Bud more than I believe in White Jesus. That's for sure.
Okay. So listen, I think Crawford has a chance to win the fight. I'm on record stating that I think Crawford has a chance to win the fight, but I think there's a very specific way that he has to win the fight. Yes, if he comes in there and backs Canelo up, yes, I will be looking at that weird because we haven't seen bigger guys do it. So how is Crawford moving up going to do it? I think the fight is going to be interesting in the sense. I was looking at Canelo fight yesterday, and there are some things that Canelo does. Sheldon Moore, are you still there? Can you hear us? Because I know you went on mute. You were saying something.
Yeah, I can hear you, man. I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure you're there, man. I want you to be involved. Okay,
I'm listening to you. Go and do your thing, Queen.
Okay. Yeah, I'm hearing a little feedback on it, but yeah. So I was looking at Canelo last night or yesterday, and I definitely think like there are holes there that I think someone like Crawford can exploit. I think there are counter opportunities sometimes when he opens up wide. Like when he gets ready to attack, sometimes he opens up very wide. So there will be some opportunities to counter him. I think, though, when you look at other fights, and I watched a lot of the Bivol fight yesterday. I watched the Plant fight, and there was one other one that I watched a little bit of. I can't remember what it was though, but you see opportunities for counter shots. I saw opportunities for counter shots. The problem is when you counter, there's also an opportunity for Canelo as well. And Canelo doesn't always do that, right? A lot of times, man, Canelo shit is real tight. And Crawford gonna have to figure out ways to bait him in to open him up so that he can try to counter with a shot. And I think that's what he's gonna be trying to do. The problem is, and I know a lot of people keep talking about this, it's the shot that you don't see that'll hurt you. Man, I think Canelo will actually see the shot. He may not be quick enough to get out of the way of the shot, but I think he'll see him because of the way that he fights. So I don't see Crawford catching him with something that he doesn't see. Therefore, I don't think Crawford has enough power to hurt him. So, but I do think Crawford will have chances to catch him. Now, I think Crawford's thing is like, never get caught up with your back against the ring. Okay, Golden, look like you in here good now, Golden. He should. Can you hear us?
You can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I had to switch devices for you.
Okay, gotcha.
I've been trying to support your channel. I told you to check your email. I mean, when you catch up about 3 or 4 times, old man.
Hey, man, listen, you know I'm old, man. You know I'm old. But hold on. You hit us with the $5, right?
I had to tell everybody why I could have been some food stamps.
Hey, we'll take it.
All type of shit
We'll take it. We'll take it. But no, man, appreciate that, fam. Appreciate that. But
yeah.
And I'm gonna give the floor to you and Sheldon in a minute, man, because both of y'all I find to be not only passionate, but hilarious. Y'all some of my favorite bud buddies. But I think he just has to make sure that he's constantly keeping his back off the ring ropes. That means, hey, when he hits that ring, he needs to turn quickly. And then try to use his reach, get off a little bit, get out of the way. Get off a little bit, get out of the way. When Canelo comes with wide shots, try to catch him, counter him, and then get out of the way. I think that's the way that he wins. So I want to pass it to you two now, Sheldon, Golden. What's up? What's your thoughts on everything that you've heard so far today?
I agree with me.
I got what's up, Golden. Yeah, I agree. I think is it still feedback? Is it too loud?
It's a little bit of feedback, but go ahead.
Yeah, I just think that Crawford, the difference between Crawford and most of the people that Alvarez has fought is the fact that Crawford's not afraid.
Mm-hmm.
And Crawford's not afraid to lose. That's the difference. He's not going in there trying to survive. He's not going in there trying to go all 12. At least I didn't get knocked out. He's going in there trying to win. And if he loses in the midst of trying to win, so be it. But he's not going to change the way he fights. He has a specific game plan. He's going to fight it. And if it's good enough, he'll win. And if it's not, he'll lose. And he's good with that because he's good as long as he gives his best. That's my opinion.
Yeah, and I'm good as long as he gives his best and get completely knocked out. What says you, Golden?
See, there you go. See, that's why I like you. That's why I like you. You're headed to your goddamn man. You don't give a damn.
I sure as hell don't. I feel how I feel.
You feel how you feel. But listen, that's the difference between Bud and everybody else. Some other fighters that show fear and fighting Canelo. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And Bud going right up and on his ass. Bud gonna fight this motherfucker. And I think the best way to beat Canelo, if he get a stopper, is to the body. You can't. You got to beat his body down because Canelo has stamina problems. So you beat that body down on him, he through. You feel that? And I'm looking for Bud to step to his ass. And to answer your question, Bill will put him on the back foot. Bill will beat the hell out of him. The only thing that scared me is the judges with Canelo, because you know he gonna have the first 4 rounds off the rip. They gonna automatically get in the first 4. I don't give a damn what he do.
Hey, so
hold on, Greg, if you remember, the smaller guy backed him up as well.
Who?
I mean Mayweather.
Yeah,
Not because Mayweather was hurting him, but Mayweather, he could see where the shots were coming from, so he tried to step back to get some distance to see where they were coming from.
But also because he was having such a challenging time actually landing on Mayweather, that's the reason why he started stepping back too. I don't think he's gonna have that same challenge. Like, I'm sorry, but Crawford does not have that level of defense. Crawford is gonna have to do something different. Crawford's counter punching will need to be his defense.
Greg, I'm gonna ask you.
I agree 100%. He's not nowhere near I don't think he's nowhere near the defensive fighter that Mayweather was.
Greg, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yeah.
If Crawford is able to take Canelo's power, his punching, how do you see the fight turn out?
Crawford gonna whoop his ass.
At least you're honest, boy. I mean, I feel like Bud got a chip on his shoulders. You know, and what I like about him, he's very compatible, and he want to win in everything. So that's why I say I don't see him doing no running. I don't see him doing none of that shit. He's gonna fight Canelo, win, lose, or draw. Long as it's a fair fight, I ain't no judge with no bullshit. None of the Canelo beating, I'm gonna take my hat off to him. You feel what I'm saying? But if Bud beat that motherfucker, Greg, I'm gonna be up all night long with you here.
I ain't gonna be up all night long. I'm only up all night long as if he takes the L.
I'm gonna be right here with you all night long talking shit.
You ain't gonna be here with me. I ain't gonna be here.
Where are you gonna be at?
Oh, you'll catch me on the live 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm only gonna be on all night if he gets his ass whooped.
Now, let me ask this one question.
That's still all night long now. Let us go.
Let me ask this one question, Greg.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be another one of those Spence nights where you sitting there talking about I can't believe it? I just can't believe what I'm seeing. Or are you gonna jump on the snack train and start talking about snack and PGs and all that other stuff?
So so let's pause. Number one, I never said I couldn't believe what I was seeing. You never heard that come out of our mouth when we were talking. I could put up the live stream and y'all can see it. We never said that. Number two, after that fight, y'all never heard me say anything. You never heard Jason say, you never heard me say anything about no damn snack. Crawford didn't look any different to me in a fight against Errol than he did against any other fight. He looked the same to me. He didn't look any more powerful or anything like that. I was shocked at how Errol looked. Now back to now if he goes up and all of a sudden he's walking down Canelo and hurting Canelo, I'm sorry guys, we got to pump the brakes and ask how the fuck is that happening when we've never seen that happen before.
Well, Greg, you got to also look at Canelo's not the same fighter. I'm gonna put it out there. Canelo's
but his chin is. But his chin is.
Listen, Greg. That chin can get touched too. How many fighters you seen that got granite chin, fuck around and got knocked out?
Sure, you can get knocked out, but not by a dude that's coming up 2-3 weight classes. Come on, man.
Right? You don't know. You never know, Greg. He can hit him. He can hit him in the spot.
But that's what I'm saying. Right, you have to assess it.
Why not? Why not?
So if Terence Crawford, so if Crawford hits him with something that he just doesn't see, so let's say Canelo throws some wild punch and Terence Crawford catches him on the temple with something that he doesn't see, and he gets stunned, that's very explainable. That's not snack.
Right.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
If Terence Crawford starts to walk to Canelo Alvarez in round 1 and Canelo feels his power and feels the need to start to back up when we didn't see him do that against Triple G or Kovalev or anybody else, that is strange.
Yeah, but I don't
What
think
happens
that's
if blood
gonna
get
happen,
caught?
Greg. I don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, because we
I
just
don't
seen
either.
how Canelo fought Bivol. I think we're gonna be. I think Bud's gonna come up there with some power though. I think he's gonna come up there with the power to be able to kind of hurt and stun Bud with some counter shots and all of that. I don't. But Canelo's never been stopped, right? So it's like when for me to say Bud's gonna stop. I mean, I might be saying that in the chat and all of that, but I don't have no reference point for that to really happen, right?
Exactly.
And the only thing I can say is that if it does happen, which I believe it can happen, is if Bud's strength and conditioning, like we always talked about earlier,
Yeah.
Bud being a weight bully. So if Bud's really natural weight is 168, right? And he's actually going there and he's actually comfortable there to box, then he has that type of power. Because one thing I thought about a few weeks ago, was just thinking about this, is you got to think about Bud. Before Maginoff, Bud had what? Um, 11 straight stoppages over 8 years, right? And he's coming from, was it 130, 135, 140, 147, right? As he's doing this, right? And so 135, excuse me. So you got to think about when he's stopping individuals. We don't talk about his power, so to speak. He's stopping them, but we don't necessarily know because he's been stopping cats with that power. We just see it at that weight. Does he have power coming up? Like how much power does he have? You feel me? We might have more power than he thinks translating coming up. Because you look at Jermell, you think Jermell, okay, Jermell didn't go on an 8-year stoppage spree, right? So is it good? Could somebody arguably say that Bud been stopping all these people because of the power he has? That's an argument to be made when he dropped Kell Brooks with a jab. You feel me? And then when he bangs Spence with the 2-1 counter and sets him behind the rest of the match. So that's a question we got to have, is that, hey, Bud might have possibly been having this type of stopping power. And if he's a weight bully, then he goes to 68 with power. That's the question that we don't know, is what type of power is he going to have at 168? Because the only reference point we have is Jermell, but he's not Jermell. You see what I'm saying?
Hold on real quick.
Jermell was at 154.
Hold on real quick. I hear you. I'm gonna respond to that, but I got the super chat. Brother 1608 hit us with the 499. Love the show. Crawford a weight bully. It's people in the forum talking about how he walks around at 165 in 2023. Once again, good job, fellas. And then he hit us with another 499. That back then, Bud admitted to walking around at 165. So will Crawford take up some power? Here's what we got to actually start to do, gentlemen. We got to start looking at other reference points too, and stop pretending that these reference points don't exist. Crawford's power looked diminished against Magomov. Did Magomov say he have good power? Let me finish. Did Magomov say he had good power? Yeah. Was it enough power to keep Magomov from moving backwards? No. Because when we saw him in there against Virgil Ortiz, he got on his bike and was moving, because that was real power that he knew was going to hurt him. He didn't do that against Bud, which shows us that's a reference point, with 2 reference points, which shows us that Crawford's power wasn't the same at 54 as it was at 47 and 40. Now he's moving up 2 weight classes against a guy that we saw in the ring with 2 guys that we know are 100% devastating punchers. Kovalev, who put Andre Ward down, and Canelo just walked him down and destroyed him. And Triple G, who we know has punching power. So what we are saying is that Crawford is going to come up and deliver. Now, the thing that is interesting about Crawford is, and I would readily admit this, is that Crawford may not need to have the same level of power because of the style of fighting, right? Like keep catching you with counter shots. But I would say the problem still with that is twofold. Number one, I don't think he's going to have near as many opportunities as he had against Errol Spence to counter, because Canelo's not that kind of fighter, and he's gonna be able to fight tight and prevent a lot of that. And then 2, the other caveat is we keep saying we don't know what Bud is going to do in terms of his power, but what ends up happening when he moves up? And yeah, this is his natural weight class, but there's a reason why people don't fight at their walk around weights. There's a reason for that, because it's not the optimal weight. So we don't know. Hold on, real quick. We don't know what he looks like when he goes to 168. And I got to answer this super chat real quick, and I'm gonna get it back to y'all. Cool Hand 6 hit us with the $10. Bud has 31 KOs. he was on an 11-fight KO streak. It takes 6 pounds of pressure to the chin or to the right hit to the temple. Madrimov kept moving. He didn't stand in, but Madrimov he also walked to him as well. Let's not forget that. He didn't stand and go blow for blow. Canelo isn't invincible. Yeah, but neither is Crawford. Like, what the fuck happens when he gets hit? Because Crawford gets hit in every fight.
Crawford is invincible.
Every fight.
Real quick, I can respond to this real quick. Madrimov with the head movement, right? Madrimov his movement, right? He moved a lot. He moved a lot of things, a lot of head movement and all of that, right? And then I will also say this. I will also say this. Madrimov's knowing he's fighting a boxer that's coming up from 147. And then the other point I would say, it's not necessarily Ortiz with power, more so than it was he provided more pressure. See, Bud box cautiously in that fight. And one thing that is significant for me with the Madrimov fight is I went back and watched a lot of Madrimov's tape. Madrimov never fought like he fought against Bud in the fight that he didn't. He gave a total different look. And so Bud had to take a few more rounds to make the adjustments, because he made the adjustment by the 7th, in which his timing was right. So that's my two main points. My two main points is that Ortiz might have been more pressure than it was power. And then also my last point is this: Bud's coming up. I believe Bud was stuck worrying about the rematch with Spence at 147 and got stuck. So when he finally got up out of the rematch, he moves up to 154. He wasn't comfortable at this weight. Now he's going to see, he's been trying to fight Canelo the whole time. Now after Madrimov, he's been working on holding that weight and getting comfortable in that weight to prepare to fight at 168. I don't think he had as much time to fight at 154 as he has now to fight at 168 against Canelo.
So Bud was more cautious against Madrimov. He was cautious against Madrimov, but won't be against Canelo?
No, that's the point. No, I'm saying he will be cautious against. What I'm telling you is what Madrimov showed on tape as far as the crack Madrimov's code, he didn't show that. He fought totally different against Bud than he fought every other person. So and I told you, Bud's coming up from 147 to 154, but when he comes up to 154, he's stuck in a rematch clause with Spence, trying to figure out what was happening. Once he has the surgery and then they let him out of that shit, he moves up to 154. It's his first fight, right? And then he fights a good fighter, right, with 300 something amateur bouts, right? And he takes his time to figure out that fighter who didn't even show him any of the looks in tape that he showed him in the actual fight. So he boxed him.
I'm gonna guys. This whole thing about Madrimov. Hold on. You guys
of a fighter like that.
Dog, Madrimov actually showed. I watched a few of Madrimov fights. The notion that Madrimov showed a completely different look is bullshit. Bullshit. Go back and watch Madrimov earlier fights.
No, it's not great. If you look at Madrimov fights,
I'm not making that up.
Hold on, Greg.
I really watched the fights, Greg. He fought different than he fought before, bro.
Listen,
I'm not making that up to win an argument. I'm telling you,
he didn't.
Madrimov, listen, bro. Madrimov
like that. He was not doing the type of movements like that.
That herky-jerky style, Madrimov was always fighting that herky-jerky style.
No, not that much, Greg. Not that much. I'm going to ask you a question.
So what?
If Madrimov would have fought Bud the same way he fought Virgil, stood in the pocket, you think Madrimov would have won? Madrimov would have got knocked out.
He didn't fight Virgil in the pocket. He moved.
Yes, he did. No, he did not. He stopped. Go back and look at that fight.
He stood in the pocket in the later rounds to play catch up. He was trying.
He got tired from moving in the later rounds. He got tired.
Listen,
y'all making shit up, dog.
But he didn't get tired against Bud moving like how he's moving.
That man was afraid of Bud.
Hey, there's a different. But hold on. Virgil pressured him. Of course, you get tired when you get pressure. Crawford ain't got the same kind of pressure and power.
Man, listen.
Okay. Good point, Greg. Good point.
Listen, just like my man just said, Virgil did a lot of movement. I'm not Virgil. Madrimov did a lot of movement. Madrimov was not trying to really fight Bud. Bud had to adapt on the fly because that is not what they trained for in Madrimov fight.
Well, that's his fault.
Bud had to adjust to that.
Because he felt like that. Oh, hold on, hey guys, hold on real quick. I gotta get a couple super chats in, and then we gotta let some other people talk because they just jumped in. Pork Chop hit us with $1.99. Virgil had already sparred Madrimov. So what? And then $5 official Clizleo. Why did Bud deny Spence a fight at 154? Just move up to 154, hit the like button. Appreciate you, fam. Hold on, we got to get some other people in here. We got we got. What did I miss?
Another one from brother 1608 499. Everyone saying Bud, but how does he take a punch? Punch cuts.
Yeah.
Take big shots.
Yeah. Appreciate you for catching that one. So we got a few people in the building I want to hear from. You didn't add your name, so I don't know who you are, but you look like ASVP TV. And then we got Pop Shop York, and we got brother 1608 in the building. So my brother, I don't know what your name is because you didn't add your name. You're sitting on the couch with the black cap. What's going on?
You got a spirit shot of this photo.
Oh, okay. What's going on with you? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
That's not you talking though. We talking about the guy with the black hat on, like he's not talking. So we're gonna go to
am I right here with the couch?
No. We can hear you. We can hear you. And then we got Pop Shop York in. So we're gonna start with Pop Shop York. What's going on, fam?
What's good with you, brother?
I'm doing well, man. You're not a Bud buddy, are you?
But I'm a fan of boxing.
Okay. What's going on with you?
Well, I mean, I can see where you guys might see the difference in power, but I don't think that we were originally talking about if Bud can take a punch or not. We all seen Bud get hit and get dropped, so we know that can happen.
Yeah.
As far as Canelo goes, you have a lot of fighters that fought him, but besides the ones that he's actually lost to, a lot of them had been pressing him. So he hadn't had a lot of opportunity to get his chin checked. But as we've seen, and hope that when this fight comes in September, Bud's going to be one of those fighters that actually goes and checks him. So just because he has the courage to walk him down, I don't think we should put a label of snack on him because he got the courage to do what Charlo wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? That if you got heart, you got heart. I mean, I'm pretty sure that a few of you guys know some dudes from the hood. You've been out in the streets. You know some tough dudes. They ain't got to be big to step to somebody. That's the vibe that I'm getting from
Crawford
from Bud. That's what I'm getting from Bud. He's always been a tough guy. You know, from your mother cutting your ass when you were small for anything that you do. We all know, coming from that community, that when you getting your ass cut, it's gonna make something of you. You know what I'm saying? Don't mean to disrespect the chat, but I think that he just don't fear Canelo. And I'm seeing that they're not gonna be that much different in weight come fight night, if no more than about 8 pounds. And if you want to street fighting big dudes, 8 pounds ain't nothing for you when you go in there because you've been doing it all your life. You just got skill with it. And Canelo gonna feel that. But no disrespect to Canelo, because he's a great fighter. But I do believe Bud gonna come in there and he gonna attack him like he said.
Yeah, I hope he does. It could bring all my dreams. Could bring all my dreams true, man. All my dreams might come true if he steps to him like that and be that aggressive.
Put some money on Bud. Put some money on Bud.
I ain't putting no money. I don't put money on nobody but me. Brother 1608, we got to hear from you, man. What's going on?
I appreciate the super chat, brother.
Every time I listen to y'all videos, y'all is on point. I had the same conversation with a Bud buddy last night, and I told him, I hear every point that you're making about Bud, and I'm not going to take nothing away from that.
Last night, I told him,
how did Bud take the power when he get hit back by somebody?
Hey, somebody need to put it on mute. It's Pop Shot. Pop Shot. Put yours on mute. Okay, go ahead.
Oh no, I was saying I was having the same conversation with somebody yesterday, and I give Bud all the credit in the world for doing what he's done. At the same time, me being a person who love and watch boxing, how do Bud take the power when he get hit in the chin? Because we've seen Canelo chin be tested time after time. Haven't really seen him be wobbled. And if you're gonna go back 10 years ago or 15 years ago to the Lara fight, then something is wrong with you, because fighters progress over time, and Canelo is different. Not saying I want to see Bud win, but let's stop this notion of Bud just gonna go in there and stop this dude. Like he might get a split decision win, but Canelo chin been tested, and Bud, I feel like I ain't seen Bud chin get tested by the hardest of punchers. Like I mean, Velasquez dropped him, but how long ago was that? Like recently? Nah, Bud ain't been really tested, but let's see what happens when he get in there with a puncher like Canelo, and the ring is smaller because he going over there fucking with Turki.
My brother 1608, thank you, yeah. Because what you said, I get tired of hearing everybody holler about what Gamboa did. How many years ago he fought with Gamboa?
Yeah, that was like 10 years ago.
Exactly.
Bro, 12 years ago.
I agree.
And that's the main topic you hear. Oh, he got rocked by Gamboa.
But we ain't seen, but at the same time, we haven't seen Bud really get tested when he moved up to weight classes. Like he couldn't even put down Madrimov.
But you also got, like we say, but when the last time somebody hit Bud 100 times in a fight? When the last time in a whole fight somebody hit Bud 100 times?
He get hit 100 times every fight.
Somebody with power like Canelo. That's my thing. That's what I'm saying.
No, he don't, Greg. Pull it up, Greg. Pull it up. No, Bud don't.
It don't take 100 punches. It takes 1 or 2.
No, he don't. I think the last person that got the most punches up Bud was Mean Machine. Everybody else is less than 100. Everybody else less than 100 on Bud Crawford. Earl, Sean Porter, all of them are less than 100. Jamal hit him 80-something times. Everybody thinking Bud get hit so much, but he don't.
All right, let's look at it.
This real quick, and I'm gonna jump off if y'all don't mind. I ain't gonna hold y'all chat up. But what I was saying in the chat was, I didn't know Crawford was a weight bully, right? So I went back as soon as y'all said, I went and done some research, and there was people talking about this in like 2023 on the chat forum. I never heard this until y'all brought it to me, so I appreciate that. Now y'all giving me more ammo to fire back at the Bud. Don't get it twisted though. I want to see Bud win, but his fan bases, they get on my fucking nerves.
Man, Bud had to grow into 147. Bud was a small one. He was small when he came into 147. Bud wasn't as big as he was. He was small. He had to grow into the 147. But Greg, what did you find out?
68 though.
So in the Madrimov fight, he landed 84 punches against Crawford. So you're right about that. Good job. But Crawford only landed 95. So it's not like he throws and lands a lot of shit too. And let me make this one statement. Let me make this one statement real quick. I agree with you, Golden, because we can't be talking about what happened to Crawford back when he was at 135 against Gamboa. That was years ago when he was weight bullying and draining himself down. His legs were weak. He is now at his proper weight. That's not going to happen no more. Go ahead.
Greg, I may want no weight bully back there. Stop it. Stop it, Greg. Send me my $5 back.
Hey, I had to throw that out there, man. I had to mess with you. Go ahead, though.
Look, listen. When he fought Sean hit him under less than 100 times. When he fought Earl hit him under less than 100. Cal Brooks hit him less than 100. Go back and look at the fight.
Okay, I'm gonna go back and look at all of them. And then next week I'm gonna come with I'm gonna start the show off with a Madrimov fight showing that he fought the same way. He's been fighting that way. That's why I was giving him a chance, because he had that little herky jerky doing all this stuff. He's always done all of that. I was like, oh, he got an interesting style.
Great, not as much. That man wasn't doing as much.
So what?
Jumping in with a whole bunch of left hooks.
Hey, man, that's his issue. That's his issue. He should have been able to figure out, just because he's doing it more, you should have known that. That's your issue. I don't want to hear no excuses.
He figured it out.
He barely won. He barely won. Oh man, come on. He beat the living hell out of him with 95 punches landed. Come on, man.
Look at his face. Look at Benjamin's face.
Look at Bud's face. Bud was swollen.
Yep,
Bud was swollen.
Shoot, Bud Fay wasn't like that though. Magic Marley King got hit by a baseball bat.
Hold on, let me see if I can find this video. Let me see if I can find this video. Yeah, here you go right here. I'm so tired of you talking. I'm so tired. You my guy now, but I'm so tired of you talking. Hold on. Let me share my screen real quick. Cause you talking a bunch of nonsense. I gotta go ahead and share this right here. Isn't it? Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He laying damn near 5'6" and his 84 right now.
Hey, Greg, that was due to the herky jerky style of Murdermouth, though.
Oh, that was the herky jerky style.
He landed the punches. He landed the punches, and Bud ate every last one of them. He didn't sting him at all. He ate it. He walked right through it.
I'm glad he ate them. He won't eat Canelos.
Let him eat Canelos.
Man, Pork Chop talking about a phone line, man. He always, man, why don't you just jump on the regular, the panel? He always want to jump on the phone line. Oh, look, real quick, though, before I open up a phone line for a little bit. Go ahead, Jay.
Man, this cat on here, Melvin Everett, talking about these old ninjas still hating on Bud. It's been years and talking about we ain't been going live. I'm like, you a damn lie. We were live the same day, that same night, the next day, the week after that.
Man, why they keep lying?
Bullshit.
I
don't know why they use that bullshit ass narrative.
I keep creating these fake narratives.
One thing I noticed about Jason sit back at the grave, take all the punishment. How did he sit in that grave, take all the punishment?
Because he know, hey, Golden, because he know I'm built for it. He know I'm built for it. Don't say that, Greg, because that's trying to say like I ain't built for the shit. I don't give a fuck neither. No, you ain't built for it. You ain't built for it.
Watch your damn mind, Greg. Don't do that, Greg. Don't do that. Don't do that.
All right, hold on. I gotta get my boy in the building too. Yeah, go ahead.
Huh? I got to ask you a question, Greg.
Yeah, go ahead. And then ASVP TV, you next. Go ahead.
I got to take my hat off to Devin for taking us fighting.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I really do. I've been telling folks for the longest. You can say what you want to say about Devin. Devin got hard. He is not afraid to challenge himself, and I like that. Devin gets so much hate, but Devin haven't done enough fighters. He willing to fight anybody. Now, do I think he could beat Norman? I think Norman got to move his head a little bit more. Okay, but with Norman power, I think Norman will stop Devin. But if Devin can't sit in the pocket with him, I'm pulling for Norman because you know I'm a Georgia boy. I got to pull for him. But it's going to be a very interesting fight.
I like the fight,
Devin
man.
should get him another fight at 147 for a fight Norman, though.
I do too.
I like it too.
Same thing, Golden.
Yeah, I definitely like the fight.
I think Devin need him. He need him another fight at 147 before he go to Devin. You haven't been to 147 yet, man. And Norman, and be honest with you, Norman wouldn't have been the guy I fought. I'd have got me a 2-0 fight with somebody else at 147. And cause right now, Norman is the man at 147 to me.
Yeah, I agree.
He is the man. But I take my hat off to Devin for going and trying to be the man. Because Boots haul ass. Boots gone. Boots haul ass. Boots saw that knockout coming over there in Japan. He put his boots in the ground and grab his fan and haul ass.
Hey, let me get my boy ASVP TV in. ASVP TV in the building. What's going on, fam?
Man, call me Sir Cook a lot, man, because that's what I'm about to do today. Man.
Oh fuck!
Why you bringing up the Magimal fight, man? We fighting Canelo. You sounding like him. Y'all gave him the script, so he sounding just like Errol up there talking about resumes and stuff. What's going on, man?
Okay.
We don't. I'm going to say again, Canelo Alvarez is not Errol Spence. I know that make you feel good inside to try to make all these correlations, but they're not the same fighter.
Hold on, Greg. That ain't what I said, though. I said, why did y'all give him the same script that Errol used? What's up with that? Y'all ain't got nothing.
Hey, man, listen, I'm thoroughly entertained by Canelo cooking him with that, but Canelo it has more meaning and more impact when Canelo says your resume is trash versus Errol, because you can't turn around and say Canelo his resume trash.
No, but what you can say is he elite?
Is who elite?
Is Canelo elite?
Yes.
Okay, so like he said, when he whoop his ass, is he gonna still be elite after Bud whoop his ass, right?
No, he won't be.
That's what I'm talking about, man. But hey, man, look, you know, you see Turki out here making big moves. You know, Eubank and being rematch. You got Green Day today, and we got Haney versus Norman. I got Haney about to see. You know, Norman just ain't got that experience yet. You know, I like him as a champion. I like that he traveling. He ain't like Benavidez, scared to go across the water and get in a little action. You know? He want to fight.
See, here we go with the fuck shit. Here we go with the fuck shit.
Whole time he a world champion, but he want to only fight in the States though. Make that make sense to me, man. Come on, man. But yeah, man, I like what's going on right now. I ain't really worried about what y'all saying about Bud, because for months I done spoke it into existence. Bud versus Canelo 2025. You already heard me saying it for the longest time. We got to fight, man. We got to fight. Ain't nothing you can say about it. Now we got to go win the fight, because you know you're going to say everything you can to build the case or why Canelo going to stump a mud hole in him, going to put him in the dirt, this and that. But the whole time, you did start off your conversation talking about the favor that Turki's showing him. So it seemed like you think something up. It seemed like that you building the excuses early for when Bud beat Canelo.
So can I answer that? Can I answer that? Let's answer that.
Go ahead.
So let me answer that. Number one, you are 100% spot on. I am building the case in case he does win. Now, no, I'm just bullshitting with you. Unless it's a situation. Unless it's a situation where, you know, the fight is close and all of a sudden Crawford gets the fight. Where Canelo looks like he's edged it out. But let me ask you this, ASVP TV, because you like to say these things. Would you agree that no matter what we're saying on our channel, this is good for Terence Crawford? Because our jobs as content creators is to make content for us to all get together and discuss, right? That has always been the purpose of the channel. Like, some of these things are literally just topics to discuss, right? And for people to come on and give their perspective. Now, if we do a video about Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez and they're doing 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 views, we can't do, 180,000 views like somebody who I don't even know how that's even possible, considering we covering boxing. I don't know what he's doing. But all these things play into creating an environment where we're all talking about the fight, which builds. So I thought this fight was a useless fight 4 or 5 months ago. I'm actually excited about this fight. And the fact that we are now all on here talking about this fight, and this is the topic of discussion, it's good for boxing in general. It's good for Canelo. It's good for Terence Crawford. Would you not agree with that?
I mean, of course, all publicity is good publicity, you know what I'm saying? Even if people got their head up their ass a little bit, that's fine, as long as they talking about you.
So then you should be praising us no matter what the hell we saying. You shouldn't care if I'm bringing up Madrimov or whatever.
We on the same page, right?
Okay.
Because you should be happy that Bud about to take down Canelo for Benavidez. Since Canelo don't want to fight Benavidez, y'all should be rooting for Bud because he about to take care of business for your boy.
I'm gonna tell you, I would no. I would be rooting for Bud if he was going in there to take business to beat Canelo to go fight Benavidez. I'd be real happy because I know he going into the dirt then.
Why you want to put him in there with the weight bullet?
I want to see him get his motherfucking ass kicked because I want all y'all to cry.
But you see, y'all see how it worked though. See, Bud, when he decided to move up and fight Canelo, they deep down they knew he was gonna get the fight with Canelo. So they started throwing all these other 68-pounders in there. Whole time, I gotta explain this so many times, but Canelo was once at 147, so he ain't your typical 168-pounder. You know what I'm saying? So it
He
does
make the weight.
make
He make the
sense
weight.
with Bud going up there to challenge him and not going up there to
The weight is the weight.
Benavidez,
The weight is the weight.
Actually 175 now walking.
No, I don't want to hear that shit. The weight is the weight. The weight is the weight.
I digress. Well, he 230 now, so that ship sailed, buddy. He 230 now. He talking.
You making up shit.
Going up to
Coward.
I ain't making up nothing. It's out there. You research everything else. He going up. He talking about going up there to fight Zurdo at cruiserweight. So that ship done sail for the Canelo fight too. Even though Turki
he said he
was gonna try to make that fight. Turki did say he was gonna try to get him in there with Benavidez, but Canelo gonna say no. So we already know what that is.
But you said Turki do everything though. ASVP TV. What let you tell Turki do everything?
Damn, he just gave you a gift today with the Haney and Norman fight. You want him to?
Nah, no. I want the goddamn Canelo Benavidez. That's what his own poll said. His own poll. He did a poll. Who we wanted to fight? 64% wanted Benavidez and Canelo. Why didn't Turki make the fight since Turki's so good?
It's not Turki's fault. It's Canelo's fault. Canelo's not going to fight.
Right.
Nah, he said, ASB told me Turki do everything.
Come on, man. Hey, he can only do everything when the fighters want to fight. If the fighters don't want to fight, he can't do nothing. He can't do nothing.
I'm actually, and this is just this is based on conversations that I've had with people who would be in the know. I actually agree with y'all on that. Canelo ain't making that fucking fight.
I know he ducking, but I'm just saying, SBT saying he can do everything though.
We all. I'm not against the fight.
You put the money out there, but Canelo.
All you could do is put the bag out there. If the man don't want to fight, you can't make him get in the ring. You know what I'm saying? So you see, Al already tried.
I'm still trying to figure out now.
We don't criticize Al. We don't criticize Al.
But why Canelo want 150 million to fight him? Why Canelo ask for 150 million to fight a man come up 3 weight class?
But
because he can get it.
10 million.
Because he can get it.
Oh yeah, Turki gonna pay it.
No, that because he know boy gonna put his ass in retirement. He boy for the put his ass in retirement.
If he does, that's good.
Beat Canelo gonna retire.
Let me address this before I jump off. All right. Let's stop insinuating the possibility of Turki robbing Canelo. That don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. The reasons he would rob Canelo for Crawford, it would be tenfold if he robbed Crawford for Canelo. So logically, that don't make no sense for him to go in there and rob anybody when the upside is better if he was to rob Crawford and help Canelo. So we put that and go ahead and nip that in the bud right now.
No. Hold on. No. I'm not gonna let you get away with that because you have been on record talking about the mountains and mountains of money they got over there in Saudi Arabia. So he doesn't give a shit about whatever money he can make against Canelo. He ain't gonna make no money anyway because all he does is lose money. So the upside is for Crawford. That's the upside.
Hey,
he don't give a shit about making money. Remember?
He actually admitted that to Shaq. He said he don't lose money on everything.
Yeah, I know.
He just love boxing.
But hold on, ASVP. But hold on. When I was saying that this all he does is lose money, y'all said I was a hater.
You was a hater. Then. You still a hater. No, what you mean? You a hater, but you was right.
I don't think he's gonna lose the money in the fight right here. Greg, I don't think he's gonna lose the money in this fight here. He's gonna make money right here.
All right, ASVP TV. Later, man.
All right.
Peace.
Greg, do you think he's gonna lose money in this fight here?
Say that one more time.
Do you think he's gonna lose money on this Canelo and Bud fight?
Yes. Fuck yeah.
Do you think Turk gonna lose?
Hell yeah.
That nigga for the sell out that arena, boy. I'm telling you. Dude,
I don't care what he sell out.
That arena.
I don't care what he sell out. He gonna lose money.
Shit, but she's not.
He gonna lose some money.
But I'm thinking. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it. Now I am a Bud buddy. I am a Bud fan, and I have to look at it as if they do fix the fight up for Bud to win that shit, it's all because of the rematch. Just going to get a rematch. Because I don't think I mean, cause Turk, then cause it's gonna be a high demand. If Boy could go in there and beat Canelo, it's gonna be a high demand for a rematch, even though they don't have a rematch clause. It's gonna be a high demand. That's why I don't understand why there's not a rematch clause.
I thought there was. I thought someone said that.
A rematch clause in his contract.
I thought someone said there was a rematch. There's no rematch class.
There's no rematch clause in it.
Oh, he know he gonna whoop Crawford ass. He already know he gonna whoop his ass.
No,
he already know.
I think, like I say, I mean, shit. When it came out, when it first came out, the full fight deal. This is what I thought. I know William Skull's gonna be the first one. I was thinking Bud, and then it got a rematch clause. You know what I'm saying? And then one more fight. But what they're saying, there's no rematch clause. Canelo has said it, and Bud had came out and said there's no rematch clause.
Canelo know he gonna whoop that ass.
So
I don't know how you can. You draw so many. You've been drawing so many conclusions from certain situations, but now you don't want to draw the conclusion that you said that he's had rematch clauses in every contract but this one. Now you done came to so many conclusions about stuff that you didn't know anything about, but now you can but you can't come to the conclusion that Canelo know he's gonna whoop that ass.
I'm telling you that man, listen, Bud for to beat this motherfucker ass, and Bud gonna do exactly what he said he gonna do. When he retired, he gonna do like the Undertaker did. He gonna take his shit off and leave it in the middle of the motherfucker ring. I think after he beat Canelo ass, he gonna take his shit off and leave it in the middle of the ring and walk away.
So let me ask you, if Crawford loses and gets knocked out, are you gonna be on here with me all night?
But I stay here with you as long as I can stay there with you. One thing about me, well, I also got a page I be on with my partner now, called I say the podcast. We be on one too. And,
okay.
We be over there, and so but like I say, one thing about me, I don't run for nothing. If I could stand up here and take the punishment, real bad punishment when my boy Wilder got his ass whooped, I can stand up here and take this shit here with Bud. I'm a die-hard Wilder fan.
I hear you, man. I hear you. Well, hey, we appreciate. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was about to say, man, we about.
Look, I got my ass whooped.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, man, I appreciate coming on, man. I enjoy having some fun with y'all, man. But Jason, you got to stop letting Greg take the punishment, huh?
Hey, people just like firing off at him. They like firing off.
Hey, man, I catch y'all later, man. I got to go ahead and see about the kids, man. I got grandkids over here. They ripping around.
All right, appreciate you, man.
The house, I hear their ass jumping up, flipping and shit. All right, God bless y'all, fellas, man.
All right, peace. Hey, let's do one last. We want to get you in, Rob, because you had been on for a while, so we want to give you the floor for a second, man, to get your thoughts off. What's going on? You got to unmute yourself. Can't hear you. Can you hear him, Jason?
No, I can't hear him.
No, we can't hear you. We see your mouth moving. We see your video, but we can't hear you. Maybe it's your Bluetooth or something. We can't hear you at all. I don't know what's going on. It's like he done froze now. Rob, try to go in and come back, go out and come back in. We'll stay on for a quick second to see if we can get you on real quick. Hold on. You there? Still can't hear him, man. Jay, can you hear him?
No, I can't hear anything.
I see him here, but it's I can't hear it. You there?
No, I don't see him he's not visible. It just shows he's on mute or he got himself muted because he was in here twice. I saw Rob's name on there twice. Now he's gone.
Yeah, I saw it too. All right, let's give it one more second, see if he can get on. I want to give him a few minutes because he had been on for a minute. Give him a chance, see if we can get him on. Okay, Here for Boxing just jumped in here too. Rob, can you hear something? Can you hear us? We see you on here, man, but we can't hear you. Let's see if we can hear for Boxing. Here for Boxing, you there?
Yo.
Yeah, we can hear you. I don't know what's going on with Rob.
Tell him to press the red button at the bottom. The microphone might be muted.
Okay.
It's the third button at the bottom of the where the icons are.
Gotcha. Man, go ahead and get off, man. What's up?
I ain't gonna be long. No, I really want to give you flowers, bro, because I frequent a couple different channels, and one thing I love about your platform is you say what you got to say. It might be unpopular. It's unpopular with me. That's for damn sure. I hate everything you say. but I appreciate how you open your platform up to conversation, and you don't go off. You don't scream at people. You don't call names. You don't act like a monkey because somebody don't agree with you. You'll curse somebody out, but you keep it respectful. And I give you credit for that because a lot of people don't move that way. You know, their word is law because it's their platform. Around here, your word ain't law. It's just your opinion. And you definitely got a respect for your followers. And I appreciate that, bro. I definitely appreciate that. That's why I come back, because I'm able to talk my shit to you. You talk your shit back and we laugh about it.
No, I appreciate that, man.
And that's the way it should be.
No, 100%. That's what the platform was always supposed to be. It's supposed to be about coming on and popping off your shit and saying what you got to say and saying what you believe. And then at the end of the day, we'll either be proven right or we'll be proven wrong. But I think there has become a culture around boxing that whatever you say must be 100% correct. And you are the expert and or authority on boxing. And that's not always the case, man.
Well, what I think happens, Greg, is a lot of people take these hard stances with one side or the other, and they become so toxic that it turns into that. You know what I mean? Like that, it turns into that's what the fuck you get for running your motherfucking mouth all these years.
Yeah.
As opposed to like I'm from Philly, right? I had Tevin Farmer winning last night. I put $50 on him, bro. The ring walk was longer than the fight. Yo, I couldn't believe that shit. Somebody on Twitter was like, "You need to delete this." I'm like, "I'm not deleting shit. I picked the wrong fighter."
Yeah, sometimes you get it right. Sometimes you get it right, and sometimes you get it wrong.
Yeah, but I'm not deleting what I said. I picked Tevin to win. I lost $50, and it is what it is. But it was a good night of boxing outside of that Jake Paul shit.
Oh, I didn't even stay up for that.
Oh my god,
dude! Fights on that card. There was some really good fights.
I watched the first two fights, and then I was done.
Zerto fight was all right. It wasn't a bad fight. The dude gave Zerto some good work.
I might go back and watch the Zerto fight, but after I watched the first two, man, I really wanted to see the Tevin fight. Honestly, that was the one that I was gonna.
I'm surprised that was the first fight.
I thought it was gonna be like the third.
Later in the
yeah, I thought it'd be the third, but.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it was a good night, man. You know what I'm saying? And as you have recognized probably, I have not shitted on Turki to the extent that I shitted on him in the past. Now, he's bringing us Canelo versus Terence Crawford. I wasn't the biggest fan of that fight, but I think the fight got some buzz around it, so I'm excited about the fight. I liked the fight last night.
I know why you excited. Don't bullshit us.
What?
You excited about the idea of Terence getting his fucking head knocked off? Don't fucking bullshit us.
Absolutely. But this could go wrong for me too, right? This could 100% go wrong for me as well. I see a path for Terence Crawford to win. I see the path towards a win. Exactly. I just don't see it being the path of the highest probability. So we'll see.
Canelo ain't light on his toes. We'll say that.
But
so everything that Majamar presented, but we all know styles make fights. And the things that Majamar presented above was that rushing in and out, bouncy up on your toe style. That herky-jerky, a lot of and stuff like that. Canelo ain't doing all that. Canelo's gonna 1-2 step. He's gonna walk in. He throws one shot at a time at this point in his career.
Yeah.
It's a big shot to avoid. But Canelo ain't putting combos together like that no more.
And the thing about it though is like, and I think what makes the fight somewhat appealing just to me, and this could be, I don't know what Crawford's going to look like. Like, in theory, Crawford should be slower, less light on his feet, and the power shouldn't be as effective. But I don't know.
But Bud is like, he's like, and I'm a fan, so I don't want to sound like I'm glazing the dude, but he's a freak athlete. He's good at every sport. He's good at football. He's good at basketball. He can hit a baseball 300, 400 feet. No, I ain't gonna say 400, but 300 feet. I've seen him do it. The dude is just an athletic freak. You know what I mean? Some guys just got it. I watched him deadlift 425 at 150 pounds. You know what I mean? So some guys just have it, and it may not affect them. But we got to remember too, him and Steve Nelson been in the same camp for years, and Steve Nelson is a guy with a similar frame to Canelo. I'm not saying a similar skill, just similar frame. Somebody I'm sure he's roughhoused in the ring with, wrestled around with, and things like that. And I think he'll be relatively acclimated to dealing with somebody of that weight and that size. Just having that type of guy in his camp for so many years. I don't know how to prepare him, but it'll give him a feeling, like he'll have a feel for what he's going up against. I don't know if it'll matter or not, but he'll have a feel for it.
Yeah, he'll have a feel for it, man. And I hope that gives him enough confidence to try to walk Canelo down so he can be placed firmly in the dirt.
No. What I see with Bud, though, Bud is the type of dude, and I think we saw with Spence. Was it easy? Was it his easiest fight? Yeah, but it was also, he was very calculated in it. He stuck to the game plan. He was willing to fight off the back foot even when he was ahead. He stayed to the plan, and he never really pressed forward on Errol. If he would have pressed forward on Errol, that fight would have probably been over in like the 5th round. But he stuck to the script and broke him down slowly. I think when he's in a fight of a big magnitude, I think he knows what he's up against, and I think he adapts mentally accordingly to the person in front of him. And I don't think you're going to see him fight Canelo like he fought Gamboa. If Canelo hurts Bud, he's not going to stand there, all right, come on, let's fight. No, Bud's going to have to regroup. And he knows that. You know that, and I know that. I don't think he's going to get his balls and be like, all right, come on, let's have a brawl. Nah, he ain't going to do that.
He better not. So you from Philly. You from Philly. So Bud beats Boots?
Yeah, Bud beats Boots. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
It's because for me, I think if you ask me how that would go, I think I would trust the savvy veteran over the young upstart. I think that as those later rounds come on, I think Bud's experience will start to show. And I think the things that Boots is used to seeing later in the fight from certain guys like Avanasian and Karen Kugajan, they're not going to be there with Bud. And I think the last thing you want to do against Terence Crawford is have your first test against Terence Crawford. You want to be tested against other guys. You don't want your first test to be against the chess master.
I don't disagree with that.
Maybe against a guy like Jermell Charlo. Maybe you want your test against Jermell Charlo, a guy who's got a foot out the door, still a formidable foe, multiple-time champion, things like that. I think that's a guy you want to kind of see what you got. You don't want to find out against Bud when you hurt and tired, and he's showing you shit you never saw before. You like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Kind of like what happened with Devin and Loma. Devin was in the I had that fight a draw. I was cool with it being 7-5 either way. But when Devin was like, yo, he knows everything I'm doing. I don't know what the fuck to do. He said this to his dad in the corner. I'm not saying that's going to happen to Boots, but I could see a scenario like that happening.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Where Boots is like, shit, I never saw this before.
I feel you on that.
That's why you got to progress a fighter through levels. There's channels you got to go through. You don't jump from C-level guys to A+ guys.
No, I totally agree with you on that. I never thought Boots would beat Terence Crawford. I think he would give him a look though of athleticism that, if Crawford isn't careful, he could get caught and knocked the fuck out. I thought that could happen, but if he doesn't catch Crawford, I didn't think he would be able to beat him. But
there was an interview I saw. There was an interview I saw some years ago from Bomac. Bomac said he saw Boots in amateurs. He saw Boots, maybe not amateurs, maybe early in his career. And he said he started studying him 10 years ago because he said, like, that's a guy we're going to run into down the line. He said he's been studying Boots for 5, 6, 7, 8 years now. Before Boots was a household name, Bomac was like, we've been watching this kid.
Man, Bomac need to find something the fuck else to do. But anyway, man, hey, we got to go ahead and wrap this one up. We already at 2 hours and 18 minutes. Bomac around here studying everybody, man. They ain't studying his fighter. I appreciate you for calling in here for boxing, man, and I appreciate the kind words to the channel, man. We appreciate you.
Nah, for sure. Always a pleasure, bro. Y'all be safe, man. Enjoy your week.
All right, man. Have a good one. All right, fam. Yep. So that's it for the show today.
For you.
Huh?
Someone got a question for you, man.
Okay, what's the question? I didn't see it.
In the chat. It said, "What has Crawford done to earn your ill wishes?"
Oh, I hate his fans.
18.
I hate his fans. That's it. I've never so let me give you guys the history of Bud Crawford in case you from my perspective. And this is how I got to where I was with Crawford. So, number one, Crawford was with Top Rank. I was a fan. And then I'm like, once he became a free agent, I was like, okay, go sign with PBC so we can see these fights. And he didn't sign with PBC. We got somebody else that enjoyed. Hey fam, I'm gonna give you 60 seconds, man. We about to wrap the show up.
Oh, Courtney.
Yeah. Courtney, you there? You there, Courtney? All right. Rob, can you hear us?
Nah, he still got himself on mute, look like.
All right. It's not working there either. So the history with Terence Crawford is this. Go ahead, Courtney. I'm gonna give you 60 seconds, man. Let's go. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. This is just not working for them. But so Crawford didn't sign with PBC, went back to Top Rank, and then that to me was a disingenuous sign that he wanted to actually fight those fighters over there. Then there's been, his progression. And for me, there were just certain things that I heard from Terence Crawford that was, to me, like it contradicted. It seemed fake. It seemed like stuff where he was trying to control a narrative. And because of that, I didn't particularly care for Crawford. Nothing against him. I've always kept it professional, but just didn't really agree with Crawford and who he was and how he went about things. He beat Spence. No problem with him beating Spence. I know a lot of people like to create the narrative that we had this fight a blowout. That wasn't the case. We always thought it was going to be a tight fight. He beat Spence. And then when the Canelo fight initially came up, we were like, yo, we're going to support Crawford because he's one of us, right? We're going to support Terence Crawford. But then the fans couldn't shut the fuck up with this constant coming into the videos that didn't have anything to do with Crawford, talking about Crawford, always on the live stream, talking shit, threatening and shit like that. And then I went from, you know what? I don't want him to win because I want to see some of his fans cry. I want to see them cry. Specifically the ones that talk so much shit about every fight like they're experts. I want to see these bastards cry. Because anytime you present any kind of opposition to Terence Crawford, whether you don't think it's this or you have a slightly different take, you're a hater. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm a hater. I'm going to embrace that shit. And yeah, I want to see your mans get knocked the fuck out. And that's where I'm at right now. That's how I got here. PBC gangbang. Okay.
I ain't as bad as you with the hit on, but I ain't like that with the PBC shit as well. But I also didn't like when he double dipped with the dealings. Talking to Spence and then also backdooring with Avenetia, and Spence had to sit on the shelf for a year. I don't like shit like that. So that I didn't like that at all. And then of course what Greg said about some of y'all fans, yeah, y'all annoying as fuck.
Yeah, I agree. Some of them, not all. Some Bud Buddies are great, but some other ones are ugh. But anyway, Jay, this is gonna wrap up the show, man. We appreciate everybody that contributed to the channel today, whether it was through your comments, whether it was through your likes, whether it was through anything else. Why does it look like Courtney? Okay, I'm sorry, Rob. It looks like you're on. Can you hear us?
Nah, he froze again. Did that same thing. He frozen.
Yeah. So we appreciate everybody that contributed. Make sure you smash the like button on the way out so other people can find this content. This is how we grow. And Jay, already today, since we've been live, we've grown by 15 subscribers. So we appreciate everybody that joined. Make sure you smash the like button. We'll catch up with you guys soon. Appreciate you. Until next time.